I got here, and I've been meaning to do this video or talk about it probably even before I started doing YouTube. There are some series which get way too much hate, especially on social media, online, or when you talk to people, and they're some of the most popular series. But I feel like people only focus on the negatives from their own perspective because taste is very subjective. But this is not to say the series don't have their own flaws. Some of them have very big flaws, which we're going to get into. Not just gonna focus on the positive, but also kind of annoys me a bit because it turns off new people getting into a specific series. Like you hear every time, this series sucks, this series sucks, don't watch it, this other thing is carried by the animation, this dropped off after a specific arc, this has a lot of cliches, this is whatever, the ending sucks, and so on. It changed way too much from season to season. I'm gonna break down a few of them. My biggest example, which I feel are treated a bit unfairly in general, and I do hope more people try out these series, give them an honest chance. And I'm also really curious what series that you like personally feel like is being treated unjustly. Let me know down in the comments below. So let's check a few of them. The first one I want to start with is part of the big three, Bleach. I feel like it's probably the most hated out of the three one with One Piece and Naruto, but it gets way too much hate in general. Everybody, when they're comparing the big three between them, Bleach is always number three, Bleach sucks, Bleach shouldn't be there, Bleach this, Ichigo sucks as the main character, which is kind of a bit disingenuous. Don't get me wrong, I love Naruto, I love Luffy, but Ichigo does a lot of things that those other two protagonists don't do. Like, he's the more mature main character. He doesn't have this big grandiose goal like wanting to be the Pirate King or wanting to be Hokage. He's not as goofy as the other characters. That's not to say being those things is bad. I'm just saying it's a different take on a main character, and this is why Ichigo, I feel like he's great. He's doing this just to protect the one he loves. He got thrust into this world. Then they're also comparing the power with, like, Ichigo has Quincy power, human, Shinigami, and everything else, but Naruto also has very similar things with the Kyuubi being an Uzumaki. All of those things combined with him. Luffy has the Logia, my bad, the Paramecia, with now being revealed with the Gear 5, this special devil fruit. So all of them have a lot of powers. Like, all of them. It's a shonen thing, to say the least here. But Ichigo always gets brought down by this. Now, is it the most intriguing ever? Like, he's not the chosen one story? No, all three of them are chosen ones. But Bleach always gets the flag for that sort of thing. And speaking of what great things Bleach does, are the character designs. Overall, I think they might be my favorite out of the big three. Like, One Piece has the most diverse character designs. Naruto, I love some of them, not all of them, but with Bleach, it would be very hard for me to find a character that I dislike. The drip they have, the power system also is probably my favorite. With every time I hear Bankai, Shikai, seeing one of those reveals, the fights. Now, One Piece and Naruto have the emotional fights. Bleach has the deeper meaning, in a way, so to say, symbolism into their fights, how Tite Kubo arranged his story, but they also feel a lot more epic when they happen. And before I ramble way too much, I just want people to give Bleach a fair chance. Yes, the filler sucks. Like, this is another thing that annoys me when people hate on Bleach. Oh yeah, but it has so many bad episodes and everything. Yes, when you're gonna watch a long-running series, please skip the fillers, especially that Bound arc. That Bound arc sucks so much in Bleach. Like, there are some smaller arcs that fillers are pretty good, decent even, but just skip them. Honestly, skip the fillers when you're going to watch them, and don't compare between the series. Hey, Bleach has this, Bleach, the only Bleach is bad, because One Piece has the worst pacing period in an anime, like, by far. And this is coming from a One Piece fanboy. I hate what the pacing that has been done with the One Piece anime. This is why I'm very happy with the remake. And Naruto has the biggest plot holes. Honestly, some of the things I'm disappointed in what happened, especially towards the end. It gave us those flashbacks, and I watched week to week, which amplified it to say the least. But those flashbacks, I don't want to think about it in Naruto. And then it gave birth to Boruto. And Boruto is the series that deserves to be hated. Don't come at me, Naruto fans. I love Naruto, but if I had to choose, it would probably be Bleach. The order for them would be Bleach and One Piece, kind of equal. I like both of them for different reasons, and I would put Naruto below the two of them. But Naruto is a series I really like quite a lot. Maybe this is gonna be in a future video with a disappointing series. We're gonna talk a bit more about Naruto. So all I'm trying to say with Bleach, watch it. It has some of the most epic fights, character designs, and the new anime has been awesome. Seeing the full adaptation after the ending of the manga got rushed due to the author Tite Kubo having health issues and everything else happening around it. Has some of my favorite characters in anime in general, and you're gonna love it. If you like shonen, battle shonen series, Bleach is going to be great. This next one is probably a pet peeve of mine in general. When people are going into a series, movie, TV show with wrong expectations, so to say, it's like I'm going to watch a Power of Friendship series focused on that. I'm talking about Fairy Tail, but I don't like Power of Friendship. But the series is using too much Power of Friendship series. But the fight happened with Power of Friendship. But there was Power of Friendship. But Power of Friendship. And I'm like standing there. No shit! It's a Power of Friendship series. That's the main theme of Fairy Tail. Power of Friendship. It's like biting into an apple, then complaining later it's not a banana. Like, it's perfectly fine not to enjoy Power of Friendship series, not to enjoy Power of Friendship in general in an other series. Sometimes it sucks ass, like it comes across as an asspull, but when the entire cast of characters is about their friendship, being the guild, the family, pushing each other with emotions, caring about each other, even the power system is tied, like in the first few episodes in the fight with that wind guy, I can't remember the name right now, it's stated from the beginning, emotions amplify magic in Fairy Tail. I'm like, stop watching if you hate Power of Friendship, but that doesn't make the series bad because it's about that aspect. Now, to be perfectly fair, I love Fairy Tail, but the last arc has a lot of issues, especially the end. I was a bit disappointed into the ending, how they handled the fight with Agnologia, Zeref, some of the other things. I still love it. It's one of my all-time favorite series. I'm very excited for the new anime with a 100-year quest arc. The girls are here, the tournaments are here in Fairy Tail. Awesome. I even rewatched it, same one as Bleach. Even without the nostalgia, I still love Fairy Tail. But this is just to be fair. If you hate a theme of a show, that doesn't make that show bad. And people cheating on Fairy Tail, it's fine not to like it, but it's not because of Power of Friendship. You just don't like that aspect. Fairy Tail is great. And also make sure to check out Eden Zero from the same author. That one goes a bit darker with what they've done, and it also benefits greatly from being a seasonal anime, not a long-running one which suffers from the same flaws that majority of them. And Fairy Tail is one of the series that touches me so much emotionally for different reasons. Like One Piece also does. I cried because of a boat in One Piece, but here in Fairy Tail is a bit different. You also have those emotions with sad crying, being emotional about something tragic happening, but I got so hyped and emotional every time you get that Power of Friendship feeling, the characters thinking about each other, seeing Natsu do something, seeing Erza, all of the twists that happen also with Laxas. They're just, the family bond is probably one of my favorite worlds. If you ever thought about the concept of going into an anime world or into a fantasy world in general, not just anime, Fairy Tail would be one of my top picks here, and Danmachi probably, but having so many people care about you, seeing that guild, the guild is the main character of Fairy Tail. That's the important aspect for me. The emotion is here with Fairy Tail, and if you like that sort of thing, you're going to love Fairy Tail. So I get why people don't like it, but don't shit on something that you just don't like for being subjective. And Fairy Tail is such an awesome series, and I think more people should check it out. Now, this next one, it's a bit more recent than the previous two, being Black Clover. I think it suffered greatly because of the voice direction that had at the start with Asta, the main character, that screaming that he did there, overly excited screaming. I didn't have issues with it, but I can see why a lot of people did have issues, and I think a lot of them dropped it because of that. But it improves a lot more as the series goes on, and also has a slow start like all of the other long-running series. I think after like episodes 30 or something, it picks up a lot with the elf arc, and has some of the most epic moments and a great main character, because he's in a world where everything is about magic, but he doesn't have that magic. I'm not gonna go into spoilers, but Asta is a giga chad of a character, and how much he trains everything he does there. But also my biggest flaw, this is a personal flaw, I'm not such a huge fan of Yuno, the other main character of the series. I prefer Asta a lot more. I can find Yuno a lot more annoying than Asta, even at the start of the series. Like, a lot of people were having issues with Asta, meanwhile I was there. Well, Yuno can be annoying, but it also is great with what they have, the rivalry between them being the Wizard King. Some of the fights are so good. The tournaments are there. Kind of reminds me a bit of Fairy Tail in a way, with how they have the Black Bulls, like that group, they care for each other. And Yami is such a great character. Giga Chad, like, he's like a bum that always has your back but also puts you down in that comedic way, to say the least. The magic is also great, and Mereleona, I need Mereleona to train me or to step on me. That's all I'm gonna say there. And the movie was great with the Wizard Kings, but I don't know, I think people overhate Black Clover in general. Like, the biggest flaws for it, yes, it doesn't have the best animation. Like I said, the start with the voice actor, it takes a bit before it gets off. It improves a lot, but I can definitely see some of the flaws into it. I don't think it has anything big that stands out in general. I don't know why it gets so much hate. Maybe not as much as the previous two, but I've seen it enough times for me to make a note of it. I'm really curious what you guys think in general about Black Clover. Even the haters ones, let me know what do you not like about Black Clover, and the people that like it also let me know. And I want to see some conversation, especially about Black Clover and the previous series, of course. This next one is probably one of the most known anime in general, Demon Slayer. Every time Demon Slayer is mentioned, it's carried by the animation. It's carried by the animation. It's carried by the animation, which is true to an extent, but also people are complaining with it, like it's a very simplistic story, it's very cliche, and I'm like, yes, all of those things are true. I agree with them. But why does everything need to be overly complicated, so intriguing, like puts your mind into gear? You need a galaxy brain to understand that simple things can also be very enjoyable. Like Demon Slayer, yes, the anime is better than the manga. The animation pushed it ahead tremendously, to say the least. But also, simple, I like it. Why not? It gets also emotional. Season 1 was great. We had that episode, I think it was episode 19, that blew everywhere. It brought so many people enjoying anime through Demon Slayer. Which, why not? More people enjoying a medium we all love should be great. You don't have to be this elitism, like, no, I only like highbrow things, like give me Legend of the Galactic Heroes, give me Attack on Titan, give me whatever other series that stands out for its great plot twists and everything. Like, don't get me wrong, I love those series, but sometimes I also want something simple. just to enjoy it and also have that great animation. But I think it also has actual flaws, like not just the ones with it being simple. The movie with the Infinity Train, the beginning of it was kind of boring. The fight with that train guy, like everybody, the movie came out and they milked it. They milked everything, and it has had good effects and bad effects on anime in general. With how many series right now are trying to do rekindle that lightning in a bottle in a way with what Demon Slayer did with movies. They're trying to do their own movies, which that can be good and bad at the same time. But the start there, like, I was like, okay, the first time I was watching it, Infinity Train, right? Sure, they fight the guy on the train. And like, hey, that's it. I mean, yeah, sure, it was okay. But then we actually got to the end, like the last half hour there, the Rengoku fight. Perfect. I love that fight. Got me emotional, also hyped at the same time. And then season 2 was great. Everything, like, I loved season 2 from beginning to start, seeing the pillars there, the fight with one of the higher moons. Awesome there. But it doesn't deserve best fantasy. I'm looking at each Crunchyroll 2 times in a row, best fantasy. But then we had season 3, which it had great moments, but I think it's the most disappointing season out of Demon Slayer. I have a lot of issues with season 3. I still liked it, but I feel it was a letdown compared to the previous season, even season 1. So if I had to rank them, I'll say season 2, season 1, movie, last half hour, and then I would put season 3 with the Swordsmith Village arc. If you guys want to go into why I have issues, I'm gonna go very fast through them. Like, I wanted to find out more about the Swordsmith Village. We barely got any information about it. The fights were a bit let down in general, especially the last fight when it kind of off-screen the interesting part. Then the guy with the fish, the 2 moons that we had there felt a bit a letdown. The pacing was a bit kind of weird, dragging some of the early fights. Yes, it looked great, but I feel like it's the most disjointed season, and even from what I heard in the manga readers, this is probably the weakest arc, and we're gonna have the big arcs coming later with Infinity Castle. I'm very excited about it. I still like Demon Slayer. Simple can be really fun. This next one, I talked about it also in my Isekai anime videos. Make sure to check it out. Sword Art Online. I think it has become a meme to hate this series. I truly do think that. Now, it has things to be critical about, things to dislike, like Kirito being this Jesus character that solves everything. Not everybody is into overpowered main characters, and even I agree that after the first part with Eincard was kind of going down, then we had Gangel Online. I wasn't a big fan of Gangel Online, to say the least. The elf part in the first season, not as hyped as the first part. After that, it picks up quite a lot, and this is why I think a lot of people are missing out with Sword Art Online. Alicization and the War of the Underworld are great, and they have so much to offer that people aren't watching it, because wherever you go, majority are gonna, hey, Sword Art Online sucks, Sword Art Online sucks. And I also started with a lot of YouTubers having this shitting on it, to say the least. But give it another chance. If you ever liked Sword Art Online, you dropped it after the second part in season 1, you can probably skip Gangel Online if you're not that big of a fan. I know there are fans of it, don't come at me. I still like some parts of Gangel Online, but I prefer what came after with Alicization. Alice is the best girl in Sword Art Online. The fights that we had there, Yujo, this new character that actually got great character development, and his relationship with Kirito, even more on theme right now with AI that they've been doing there with character. I'm not gonna say spoiler which character. And the ending fight is probably one of the most hype moments in anime in general that we had. Berkuli, that's all I'm gonna say. Berkuli. But Sword Art Online, it has the issue also with, why do we need every time a tentacle hentai scene? Like, even in Alicization or of the Underworld, I don't remember where exactly it was, we had the hentai scene there also. And in part 2 of season 1 with the elf, and I'm probably forgetting another one. And they always last like a bit too long. Like you get that scene and then it stays. It stays. Okay, I get it. But more tentacles, so why? But it does a lot of great things. It got a lot of people into anime also. The movies with progressives are really good, more streamlined, and seeing the POV of Asuna from the first part, how when the anime started we saw it from Kirito's point of view. This time we see it with Asuna. They're being really fun also. And the Isekai genre, which we're gonna touch upon more in this video also. So yeah, try Sword Art Online if you haven't watched it, and if you dropped it, pick it up again. Now, with this one is gonna be a bit different. I kind of have two of them here. These are more like a transition from season 1 to season 2, a change of tone and some misunderstanding. The first one, I wanna say with Attack on Titan, the ending is way too overhated, or it's kind of a bit split into the middle. I also have a video if you guys wanna check out, like 40 minutes talking especially about the ending of Attack on Titan, which I think it fits the series. Might not be what people wanted from the series, but I think the theme of it worked perfectly. Like, it has some flaws, definitely. The pacing wasn't as good. Some of the things would have benefited more from being more fleshed out. Some of the characters they're having a bit more time for that, and I also get the meme with the naming final that JPEG final part 5300 out of whatever. But also with Eren's character, I think a lot of people expected him to be this Lelouch v Britannia. No, Eren was never Lelouch. He was kind of like an angry kid that got this power, and he was an idiot, didn't know how to handle it. Also that scene there towards the end with reveal and the end credit scene. I go very in depth if you guys want to check out the video, but I can understand why people didn't like it, but also a lot of them just shit on the ending of Attack on Titan, and this one is mostly split down the middle. I'm really curious what you guys think of the ending of Attack on Titan. I'm just gonna say it straight up. People got filtered by Vinland Saga Season 2. After what we had in Season 1, this hype revenge story, a lot of action, great ending there, twist, hype moment, the way it ended, Ashelad, Thorfinn, Thorkel with double axes, all of the fights there, it was a bit more pumped, more action heavy Season 1, more gritty to say. But if you look back at it, how it started with Thorfinn's father, his message throughout the series, what it means to be a true warrior, Season 2 builds up so much on Season 1. This is why I think they're great together. Season 1 is even characterized as the prologue. Season 2 is the actual story. But a lot of people are complaining Season 2 Farmland Saga sucks. It's so boring, nothing's happening. But I feel like the message of this series so powerful and so good. The character-driven moments that we got in Season 2, the nightmare scenes, Thorfinn's development, his best friend finally making a friend there towards the end. It's been a long while, and for me to ugly cry at an anime, and Vinland Saga did that for me with some of the episodes there. The action was here, but this was very much so more focused on character development than just simply action. And I'm sorry if you didn't like Season 2, you're missing out. This one is on you. It would be very hard for me to find an actual flaw in Vinland Saga. I don't know, maybe the pacing, but even that I feel like it was perfect. The pacing, the art that we had there, the cinematography towards with the nightmares, Thorfinn, everything he went through, looking back at what he did in Season 1, and him finally having somebody to talk to, the Arnheid and her husband story just hit me like a truck in Season 2. All of the moments on the farm between them, what came after the ending there, that reunion, the discussion, the conversation for them, the moment with I have no enemies, just insane what this series did, and I feel like a lot of people were just, where's my action, where's my big dude punches another big dude, which it had that, but not as much as season 1. And I feel like they're a complete story. If you watch season 1, you're gonna need to watch season 2 also. A lot of people like season 1 more than season 2, but I feel like they're so intertwined, it's insane. They build on each other so well. I love Vinland Saga. Is such an amazing series. It's a more serious series compared to, let's say, Battle Shonen. And if you haven't watched anything with Vinland Saga, do yourself a favor and check it out. I said we're going to talk about Isekai, right? And I feel like this one I wanted to keep it mostly about the Isekai genre, which feel like it gets way too much hate. Like, they're everywhere, I get it. There's a lot of trash isekai, like oversaturated genre, but there are also a lot of really good ones out there. Make sure to check out the best isekai videos that I have on the channel. But every single time, isekai sucks, isekai sucks, isekai sucks. Everywhere you go, you see it, which I get, not liking power fantasy, not liking overpowered main character, not liking harem stories, not liking whatever isekai aspect you like. Maybe you got tired of them. It's fine, but a lot of people also enjoy them here, and just because you don't like them doesn't mean they're not good. It's like dismissing an entire genre. No, that genre sucks ass. Now, maybe I should do the same thing. I don't like slice of life series. I don't like romance series. They bore me to death. If I have to stand in a slice of life series to watch it, where nothing literally happens, I just couldn't. I tune out way too much. But that's just on me. I don't enjoy that genre, that type of storytelling, or lack of storytelling, or nothing happens. And also romance shows. People are having this, I have this dichotomy. Everybody's complaining with the isekai aspects that I said, but when it comes to romance, hey, takes them 5 episodes to say their name, takes them 5 episodes to clear a misunderstanding that they could have just communicated and would have been solved. They don't really end up anywhere. All of this romance, it always happens in an high school. It's all over the place majority of the time. For me, that's just like, oh, do something. Solve it. It's a simple thing. Just solve it. So yeah, a romance could be the same way as people see isekai. For me, slice of life the same way. I just don't enjoy those genre, but that doesn't mean that entire blanket statement slice of life romance sucks. No, there are very shitty one in those genres, but there are also really good ones in those genres. Same things with isekai, but I don't know why people just always isekai sucks, isekai sucks. I'm really curious, do you guys enjoy isekai or do you not enjoy isekai? And do you enjoy slice of life and romance? And how would you react if somebody would say the same thing? Hey, isekai, slice of life and romance, all of them suck, it's only trash. Nothing happens and everything along those lines. And majority of the time, 2 series stand out, which is perfectly fine not to like them. First one being Mushoku Tensei. We all know the controversy about it. I love Mushoku Tensei, but I know Rudy is a very problematic character. My problem is not with people not liking the show. That's perfectly fine, totally understandable, being turned off by some of the things in the series. My problem is with people throwing very heavy accusations and very heavy words at people that enjoy that series. Calling somebody a pedophile or sexual abuser and things along those lines for enjoying an anime and looking at things differently in a fiction, fantasy, not real story, that's way too much. It's fine to enjoy things, but don't throw those words around at people, please. That's all I'm asking for. Let people watch whatever they watch, as long as nobody gets hurt or they try to push anything on you. I'm not saying you should like Mushoku, you should love Mushoku. No. Whatever you watch, it's on you. And the next one that stands out is ReZero, but this is mostly to the main character Subaru. Like, Subaru gets way too overhated for a main character, and I think it comes to misunderstandings of main characters. everybody shitting on him because, hey, I would have done this, I would have done this when he was in that position. No, you wouldn't. After the first death, you'd be shitting your pants, not be able to do anything, myself included. If I was in his position, I wouldn't make it very far. And he has his own very cringe moments, but that's why he's one of the greatest main characters in general. He grows, he learns from those mistakes. Everything that happened, I think, was around episode 16 or something, the night when he was imposing some of the things on Emilia there. I wanted to punch him. He was so annoying, but everything that came after, and then even more in season 1, the background, the characterization that we've gotten in season 2, insane how good ReZero is in general, not just for that aspect. But a lot of people just shit, Subaru sucks. No, he doesn't. He's a great main character. And again, it's fine not liking something, but just because you don't like something doesn't mean it's bad. That's all I'm trying to say with the isekai genre in general. And I do agree, there's a lot of them, and a lot of them are trash. I'm not sitting here saying all isekai anime are good. So yeah, that's pretty much the ones that stand out, at least to me, from everything that I've watched. I'm really curious what you guys think of this series, and what series do you personally think is overhated, or that you like it and a lot of people don't like it. Let me know in the comments below. Give me some reasoning also. I'm really curious how you look at the series, and also keep in mind a lot of people approach things differently, value things differently, look at things differently, and this is why I think the main theme of this video that I wanted to put out. Taste is very subjective. Anyway, I probably rambled way too much. Just enjoy whatever you enjoy, and let others enjoy whatever they enjoy. That's the main thing of this video. And as always, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, helps me quite a lot, and you guys get the latest videos on the series that I follow, and every other video that I do would mean a lot to me. I'm trying to grow the channel, get better at this, and I'm gonna see you again on the next one. Bye bye.